Hello everyone, welcome to Event 11 of the Biscuit Brawl, the Bouncy House. The rules: you have to go down the bouncy course as fast as possible, and advancement is the same as the JBL course. So basically, first place immediately advances, 8th place will be eliminated. So we'll start with the staff run between Speeders, Fan, Mid, Steven, and Marigold. Marigold has a huge lead, although bounces back. You remember, with the bouncy course, the bouncy house, it can be quite random, especially this first slalom part. Then we go into Plinko section, which you have to be extra careful when you're bouncy. And Savage Peters Fan holds the lead, although Mid is making up some serious ground right now. They might actually take the lead. They don't, or they might finish first. Yes, they do. And yeah, where they end off with the funnel. So, as you can see, Mid finished first, followed by Savage Speeders Fan, Marigold, and Steven. First up, we have Heat 1, Race 1, which is between Bubble, Psych, Midas, Wing, Explode, Leaf, Slimy, and Frog of those specific teams. Soapy Bubbles, especially in the lead, so they'd really love to do well here to extend that lead. Oozer's in the lead right now, though. Quite surprising since, they're usually not very good, currently hanging out in 13th place. It's the Sunshiners in last, although they just passed the Leaf of the Chlorophyll crew. And those two are fighting. Meanwhile, it's still Slimy in the lead. Although some are trying to make a pass. And it's very close. But it will be Slimy who takes the win, so they will immediately advance to the finals. Meanwhile, it's going to be Explode will have to suffer with last. So, big fight between those four. But Leaf pushed Explode out of the way. So it will be Slimy the Oozers that advance, while Explode of the Sunshiners is eliminated. Now we go into race 2. We have Bubble, Psych, Midas, as well as Wing, Leaf, and Frog. So, race 2, again, first place will move to the finals. Second place will go second place will go to the next round, but 6th place, or last place, will be eliminating. Currently, last place is Wing of the Dragonfly Dancers, while it's the Midas that is currently leading. Midas of the Golden Hearts. And will they win? They do have quite a lead. And yeah, they get held up a bit. But it's the Mind Readers, that Psych of the Mind Readers, who takes the win. And oh, Leapfrogs and Golden Hearts get stuck. Soapy Bubbles has to free them. And the Soapy Bubbles move on. Soapy Bubbles were so far behind, but those two getting stuck saved them. They end up freeing them. But Soapy Bubbles did finish ahead of Frog. So Psych of the Mind Readers will go to the finals, while Frog of the Leapfrogs will be eliminated. Now it gets to race 3, which is between Bubble, Midas, Wing, and Leaf. So as we go, since it's race 3, only the top two will go to the finals, while the bottom two will be eliminated. And currently, the top 2 and bottom 2 are easy to see. Midas and Leaf have a significant lead. Choking is possible, but not very likely, although Leaf is currently not doing very well against the Dragonfly. Well, they do start leading again, but it's Midas with the lead so far. And it looks like they'll keep it. Leaf finishes in second, so those two will advance. Wing was just a little too slow, so they'll get third, and Bubble, very lucky last time, but, couldn't keep the pace up. So they would have to see the fourth. Meanwhile, as we see the replay, yeah, right there, the top two finished. Dragonfly Dancers bouncing a bit and finishing in third, while the Soapy Bubbles, at the very least, don't have to spend long in the finals. So Midas and Leaf will advance, while Wing and Bubble are eliminated. Now it goes to Heat 2, which is between Seedless, Soda, Net, River, as well as Cupcake, Casper, Hot, and Oasis. Now, some interesting competitors here. Oasis, I believe, got bronze in the Moguls, as well as single-handedly saved this team from going to the Bleague, although not doing much here, getting 6 so far. Still significantly ahead of Hot of Fearsome Fire. Meanwhile, it's Seedless of the Grape Shots currently in the lead. Oh, but Hot makes a good move against the Soda Pops, as Soda the Soda Pops not doing so well right now. But who will finish first is very close between all of them. No one knows who will be, and it's going to be... It'll be River. River, they'll get first. A lot of them finish, but it's going to be Oasis. The marble who I was talking up this whole time finishes in last. How quite ironic. The commentator's curse do be. River of Hydroathletes advances while Oasis in the Sandy Plains continues their horrendous season. Now it goes to race 2 with Seedless, Soda, Net, Cupcake, Casper, and Hot, the captain of Fierce and Fire. So again, first will advance to the finals, last place will be eliminated. So it's currently the Grape Shots with a significant lead right now. Hot just passes the Soda, but Casper just took the lead away from the Seedless. But Seedless does have the middle. Usually the middle is better. Going as far to the middle as close to the middle as possible is the best strat because you'll be able to, go straight and not have to bounce through the funnel. But it will be Casper who finishes first, followed by Seedless. Fierce and Fire, Hot and Fierce and Fire managed to get in the top 3 somehow. Oh, and the others finished, but Cupcake was just way too far behind. And Cupcake will get last. So replay. Yeah, Cupcake enters the funnel as soon as Net of the Basketballers finishes. So very slow there. And it will be Casper of the Ghost Hunters advancing to the finals, while Cupcake of the Pastry Party gets eliminated. Now go to race 3. Seedless, Soda, Net, and Hot have to fight for advancement. So who will it be? Seedless very far behind, quite unfortunate for them. But currently it's the Basketballers, Fierce and Fire, and Soda Pops that are fighting. Especially between Fierce and Fire and the Soda Pops. Soda Pops very close between all 3 of them. Any of them could theoretically finish. Technically, the Grape Shots could make it, although it's very unlikely. But Soda, who has the lead right now, although Hot takes it there. So who will finish? And the Fierce of Net of the Basketballers. Oh, they edge out the Soda Pops. Grape Shots are just gonna bounce about there. So right here, what happens? Fierce and Fire finishes. Soda Pops help them out, and then Basketballers blocks the Soda Pops. And then we see the Grape Shots, so quite slow for them. We'll just wait for them to finish in this replay. And there they are. Anyway, Hot and Net will advance to the finals, while Soda and Seedless will be eliminated. Now the 9-16 round will Explode, Frog, Wing, Bubble, as well as Oasis, Cupcake, Soda, and Seedless. There will only be one race, so yeah, this race has to count. You better not get last here, which the Soapy Bubble's not doing a good job of right now. Got wrecked by the Soda Pops, but if you look at the front, it's Oasis of the Sandy Plains. Eliminated the first round, they're trying to, get some form of redemption. Meanwhile, Soda Pops nowhere to be seen. Don't know what happened to them. But Oasis will finish first, followed by Seedless and then Cupcake, Explode, Frog, and then it'll be Wing, then Bubble, and then finally Soda decides to finish right now. So as we can see, most of them finishing right here. Bubbles decides to bounce about quite a bit, allowing Wing to pass. Not great, but still, at least they're not Soda, who really embarrassing for them. It'll be 9th for the Sandy Plains, 10th for the Grape Shots, 11th for Pastry Party, 12th for the Sunshiners, 13th for the Leapfrogs, 14th for the Dragonfly Dancers, 15th for the Soapy Bubbles, and 16th for the Soda Pops. Now we go to the race 1 of the finals. We got Slimy, Psych, Midas, Leaf, River, Casper, Hot, and Net. It'll be a normal elimination race from now on. So, let's see. So, last place will be eliminated. Nothing special for first, though. Mind Readers, quite far behind Psych, not doing so well right now. Not sure how they're gonna regain this back. Oh, but a decent Plinko so far. They could theoretically catch up to Hot, and I think they are catching up to Hot. Yeah, they passed Hot, the Fierce and Fire. Oh, this could be great for the Mind Readers. Unfortunate for Fierce and Fire, as they'll finish last. Still bouncing about quite far back. But oh my god, anyway, Basketballer, Fierce and Fire, finishes while none of the Basketballers just, well, they don't finish. They finish the Plinko when the Basketballers finish the whole phase. And Hot will be eliminated in 8th place. Now it goes to race 2. We have Slimy, Psych, Midas, Leaf, River, Casper, and Nets. Same group as last time, but without Hot of the Fierce and Fire. So let's see how the everyone will do now in the final 7. Oozers, Slimy of the Oozers not doing so well, although River gets, boosted backwards, I guess is the word. I don't really know. Needs to make up some ground, but currently losing a lot. Although that bump from Leaf, not very good. And then Hydroathletes have taken 6th place, which is enough to advance as long as it's not last, although it's very close between them and Leaf. Who will be eliminated? Or will be someone there? Someone in the funnel section already? No, it will not. They're all finished. Oh, but Hydroathletes make a perfect is a bit of an overstatement. But they make a great shot right in the middle. They finish right ahead of the Leaf. Unfortunate for the Chlorophyll crew, they'll have to settle for 7th place. Now, if we go to race 3, we have the same 6 as last time, Slimy, Psych, Midas, as well as a River, Casper, and Nets. The same 6, just with 1 less marble. Marble's slowly getting whittled down now. And now it looks like it's the Mind Readers not doing so well, although now it's the Hydroathletes, River. However, River did win MVM, Most Valuable Marble, last year, so they do have talent. And as they show there, they move all the way up to 4th, with Midas now in last. Although they do pass Net there, so whoever is going to advance, not very sure. Hell, it could be one of the top 3 that doesn't advance. Although, yeah, it looks like they're all going to finish there. It's very close. Hydroathletes will finish. And Golden Hearts, oh, they choked! They were right there! They were going to make it, but they miss. Right there, they bump, and they miss out. Unfortunate for Midas, the captain of the Golden Hearts, but they'll have to settle for 6th, but what could have been. Now he goes to race 4 with Slime the Oozers, Psyche the Mind Readers, as well as River the Hydroathletes, Casper the Ghost Hunters, and Nev the Basketballers. 5 more left. 4 will not get the gold, I believe. I don't know, maybe there's some crazy shenanigans that cause multiple to get gold. Not very likely, but it's the Basketballers currently in last by a significant margin. Although they do try to make up moves on Psych. They were close, and no. Yeah, no, they're screwed. They are very far behind. We move on to the top 4 to see who will win, because, let's be honest, that's significantly more interesting than who is getting last, because that's going to be really obvious. It looks like Oozers are going to make a straight shot, but Casper does finish first. Will Net make a bit of a... Nope, no comeback there. Unfortunate for the Basketballers. So right there, Hydroathletes would make it, Mind Readers make it, Basketballers make it a bit too late. 5th place for Net of the Basketballers. Now we move on to the final 4. Race 5, Slimy, Psych, River, and Casper. One of these 4 will not get a medal. Who will it be? Bad start for River, but they have made up bad situations before. Although this might be a bit much to make up. Yeah, well, this doesn't look like it's gonna go well for them. Not horrible in that last slalom, but River definitely needs to make up some ground. Meanwhile, it's Slimy of the Oozers currently in the lead. And they do finish. Who will get second? It will be the Mind Readers, followed by the Ghost Hunters, and it will be River, who will not even podium. Again, unfortunate for them. But hey, 4th place is never bad, per se. But it will mean that they are eliminated in 4th place. Next up is race 6, Slimy, Psych, and Casper. Who will get bronze? And who will get more than bronze? This isn't the last round, by the way. Last place here will get bronze, but the other two will still fight. Currently, it is Casper. Not doing so well right now. Quite far behind. Doesn't look like they'll be getting any higher than bronze. As we see Psych and Slimy try to fight out for the lead. It doesn't really matter right now, because Casper very far behind. But still, nice to show some, well, I don't know the word. Either way, those two finish. Nice to put pressure on your opponent, I guess. Anyway, clearly Casper didn't put enough pressure on the opponents, as, yeah, they were very far behind. Still, bronze is respectable as soon as they finish this in this replay. Any minute now. There we go. So that will be Casper eliminated in third place for the Ghost Hunters. Still, decent podium for them. Now I go to the finals, race 7. This is the final race. Slimy the Oozers, Psych of the Mind Readers. One of these teams is in third or second place. I'm not entirely sure where. Somewhere in the top 3. The other is in 13th. So, no guesses on who, no second guess, no prizes on guessing who the underdog is here. Although, for being the underdog, Slimy is doing really well. They do significant lead, but Psych still can come back from this. In fact, I think they are. It's very close. Psych takes the lead. Psych does take the lead. Will the Mind Readers get another gold? No, they won't. The Oozers go straight. Okay, no, I know the Mind Readers passed in the finishing area, but the Oozers won. But right there, Oozers make a straight shot directly to the funnel, and they win gold. While Mind Readers will only get second. Still respectable, though. These are the results of the event. And congratulations to Slimy the Oozers for getting gold, Psych the Mind Readers for getting silver, and Casper the Ghost Hunters for winning bronze. Now if we move on to the standings, Golden Hearts move into the top 4, but the bottom 2 stay the same. Oozers go up 7 spots, so that's pretty good for them. But we'll see you next time for Event 12 of the Biscuit Brawl, the final duel. But until then, this is Rip Biscuit, signing off.